Raging caffeine addict and hall graffiti. Hall graffiti. It's people like you that I mean, I still have the initial, I guess you'd say, the base fight or flight instinct um, around the English and the Scottish and the mistrust. But the days of saying not only liberate the northern six counties, but kick out the Anglo-Saxon from Britain and uh, kick out, destroy, remove all um, those of Pict and Anglo ancestry from the northern six counties and all the Protestants. Those days are gone. Although I do believe occupation, well, it's a fact, occupation breeds resistance, and there is a ramping up again for another troubles. Uh, Jerry Adams and Martin McGuinness, they're evil men, just as Ian Paisley is an evil man. Um, these are traitors, and these are people that inflame the troubles. Um, this time it's going to be harder and probably bloodier. Um, but why Britain, why the UK needs to have a colony in Ireland, I will never know. It began with Protestant domination and the subjugation of the Irish Catholic, um, and it never got resolved. The Good Friday Agreement didn't resolve it. It was just treachery on the part of the leadership of the Provos. Uh, it's come to light that the likes of Freddie Scappaticci and British agents infiltrating the IRA and going around slaughtering Catholics and Protestants. Initially, the Provos, the real leadership of the Provos, would always give warnings before bombs, and would only target RUC and British soldiers. But the what is it, MI6 or whatever, MI5 infiltrated it and had them slaughtering civilians to make the IRA look evil. And the IRA was nothing more than the oppressed Catholic people reacting to the death squads of the UVF and the UDA and the RUC. The RUC and the British soldiers moonlighted as UVF. The Gusty Spence and Michael Stone and David Irvin, scum, evil, serial killers. They knew the Shankill Butchers. They could have stopped the Shankill Butchers immediately, but they didn't. They knew who they were. But yeah, I remember No Raid and up the rebels, but the Provos sold out, and because of that, you have these quote unquote peace walls, and it's only going to get worse until liberation comes. I don't trust Dublin rule or Stormont rule. They can both go to hell. Ireland must be reunited, and we should repatriate those of us who are descended from those who were kicked out that now live in Boston, Chicago, and New York. May God bless you, and peace to you and everything. Those who live in England who don't want the Irish Catholic people slaughtered. And when I say Irish Catholic, I'm not talking about a religion. That's just, you can be atheist and still be Irish Catholic. It's just who you are. I mean, because of these foreigners that invaded, and the Irish Protestants we lived at peace with them in Northern Ireland. It wasn't until you had the British. It's sad. It's just sad. Um, Bobby Sands played on a football team or a soccer team, what you call it, with with people who would eventually become UVF. There wasn't always animosity between. This was manufactured by the minority rule of this English British rule, this hatred of Catholics, hatred of Irish, and unfortunately, it's still there. The PSNI is no, it's just RUC. That's all it is, and now they've got Catholics in the ranks, turncoats. If you're Catholic and you're PSNI, what does that say about you? But you, you English people, good. Thank you for actually realizing and looking back and seeing that the death squads and the hound dogs kicking in people's front doors, and that was wrong. That people should be able to live on their own land, have their own culture without being colonized and without imperialism. Peace to you.